Okay, thank you very much, Norman. It was a nice introduction for MikroTik. Um, Actually, this is my first time to become first presenter in a conference. So, yeah, so I'm trying my best. Um, so, for all of you, I would like to say good morning. Hope you enjoy this presentation. My name is Ahmad Mardiansyah, and I'm from Indonesia. Um, I'll be talking about the Jumpstart your router with MikroTik QuickSet. I'll be talking about introductions and then router configurations, QuickSet, a little bit about demo if we have time, and then question and answer. About the GLC itself, we are based in Bandung, Indonesia. Our focus area are training and IT consulting. We are MikroTik certified partner. If you wants to have MikroTik class, you can come to our place. Yeah, we also do some consulting jobs, and we also provide some MikroTik devices as well. About me, I was a Linux user since 1999. I was a certified trainer, certified consultant. Previously, I was working as a telco consultant, some little bit about sysadmin, a little bit programming, and then I'm also teaching in a university in Indonesia. That's my personal website, and then if you have LinkedIn, we can connect. Okay, about my university, this is where this is the university where I'm teaching. So it's located in Bandung. We have 7 faculties, 27 schools, lots of academic staff, and then one interesting thing here is we run MikroTik Academy program since 2013. So MikroTik has a program, so, you know, it's like other vendors like Cisco Academy. So the program is similar to that. So the purpose for MikroTik Academy is to provide hands-on skill for students, where when they finish the subjects, they are able to get a certification, free certification from MikroTik. And I think which is very, very good for students. And we have done this since 2013. So we just embed MikroTik curriculum into our internal curriculums, like labs and then all materials. And then at the end of the semester, so as you can see here, students can learn MikroTik hands-on and then get certification. About MikroTik in Indonesia, it's very popular product for networking. So also people in Indonesia are I can say early adopters since the beginning of 2000. So I think, yeah, I started using MikroTik since 2007, but other people earlier than me, they already use MikroTik long before me. So I strongly believe that when MikroTik introduced the first router board, people in Indonesia already use it. Many schools already joins MikroTik Academy program. So if you are here from academic, you are academic staff or from schools, and then you can join MikroTik Academy, which is very, very good. Very good programs. Of course, there will be some requirements for that, but yeah, as long as you can fill the requirements, everything just fine. We have lots of training classes in Indonesia. Biggest MOM in the world, 2,500 plus participants. It was 2-day events in Indonesia. Very active community. We have Facebook groups, Telegram forums. For MikroTik. So if you are looking for help for MikroTik, most likely you will end up in Indonesian website. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to say that MikroTik is very popular in Indonesia. So if you are a network engineer and then you don't know MikroTik, people will say, "Oh, what? You don't know MikroTik? Where have you been?" Yeah. So it's very popular there in Indonesia. As you can see there, it's a picture of Indonesian mom here. Lots of people, 2,500. If you are late, you will not get a seat. So you have to sit on the floor. Yeah, so I can say that, yeah. And then is the trend of Google search of MikroTik compare if you have compared to Cisco. As you can see, there is a peak of, so Cisco is getting decline while MikroTik is still stable. Okay, now let's talk about the router OS configurations. So if you want to configure the router OS, there are several ways to do that. First is via local, meaning you have a physical access to the device. So I'm bring here to router OS. So this is how router OS looks like. Okay, so if you want to have a configuration, you want to configure the device here. So first thing is you need to connect physically to the router OS. Okay, so that's the first method. Okay, so meaning you have to be directly connected to the device itself. You can use console port or MAC address. Okay, so here we can use Winbox. And second thing is via remote access, or it is known as the services. Okay, so it means that we can access the router using layer 3 addressing. So here there are several methods. We can use webfix. Webfix means web configuration. It means that you can configure the router OS using your browser. So similar when you have TP-Link or many other. Sorry, I'm saying a brand here. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So if I say other brands, means maybe some of you do not understand. Yeah, I just say a brand. Okay. So usually when you configure that device, you use just web browser. You just put an address, default address like 192.168.1.1, right? Yeah, so same thing here, but we don't use that same IP address. So webfix has its own device, and then I will explain to you later how MikroTik is using the default IP address. Another method is Winbox. Okay. Winbox is software where you can use it. It's very popular. You can use Winbox to configure the router OS. So with Winbox, you don't need to use a browser. So because it is a special application that is used to configure MikroTik. And then if you have SSH, Telnet, or API, those methods can be used to configure the MikroTik as well. Okay, so here you can configure how you can access the MikroTik. Because it's layer 3, we can define from which network is accessible to configure the router OS. Okay, so regarding the router OS default configurations, so this is the default configuration for RB751U to HND. So this is the one that I bring here in the front. Okay, so this is the hardware. The picture here is big, but as you can see, it's not that big as the picture here. And we have Ethernet 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, as default configuration, Ether 1 is used as one interface, so it will connect to the internet. Where NAT is activated, DHCP client is active, MAC server is disabled, so that you cannot access Winbox through Ether 1. So what you can do, if you want to access the router OS here, you can use Ether 2 until 5, okay, combined using switch. So all of them, all of 4 is combined into one single. So you can think Ether 2 to 5 is like a simple switch. So all of them are combined into one single interface. Okay. So here's the local IP address. So if other vendor use 192.168.1.1, MikroTik use 88.1. So if in some companies I see 88.1, I see you are still using the default config. So DHCP, so it means that the administrator is quite lazy to change the IP address. So DHCP is active, MAC server is enabled, and then wireless LAN. So this device has wireless LAN is off. Okay. So if you see the default topology, here's the logical topology. This is the router, and then connect to WAN and then LAN. And then here's the physical topology of that default configuration. So here's either one connect to, so physical means more describing for implementation of the device itself. Ether 1 connect to the internet, Ether 2 to 5 to the LAN here. Wireless LAN is off. And then most likely you have to put another switch in order to, if you have many users. Okay, so from one port here, connect to the switch, and then from one port switch here, can connect directly through a cable to your laptop. Or if you want to have a wireless connections, take one cable here to one access point, and then from that access point, you can give access to the users. Okay. So far, you can follow what I'm explaining. Okay. Right. Thank you. Okay. What about QuickSet? Okay. So before we talk about QuickSet, let's talk about Jumpstart. So Jumpstart is a method of starting vehicles with a discharged starting battery. So if you have a car here, and then the battery is dead, okay, battery is malfunction here, and then you can use other car to jumpstart your car here. So this method is very fast, because without Jumpstart, you have to unplug the battery. You have to go to the shop and then buy a new battery, and then put it back, the good battery, to its position, and then that one takes long. Okay? So with Jumpstart, it is very fast. So we just use other car here, and then jumpstart your car, and then you can just go to your place and then get the replacement batteries and then put it back, and then just that. So it's very fast. So the next question is, how can you configure router OS like a Jumpstart here? Right? Yeah, so using this one, QuickSet. So here's the menu, okay? So it contains several common scenarios of router OS implementation. So each scenario has its own one-page configuration. So actually, if you see a menu in router OS, there are lots of them. Okay, lots of them. Here, the menu, it's the features of router OS has. There are many. And then sometimes if you are new to router OS, you'll get confused because there are so many of them. Okay, so in this case, we just configure our router OS to be, to be exact to one of the scenario that is offered by the QuickSet. Okay, so this one is very convenient for unexperienced user, especially for non-technical people. Okay, it can save your time a lot. Okay, and sometimes it's very good tool for troubleshooting. Okay, we'll have a demo later. You can have a participation as well. Okay, here are the scenario. We have CPE. CPE means the router OS will be acting as a wireless client. Okay. And then we have PTP bridge, so on access point or CPE. So we are bridging our MikroTik router OS with the QuickSet. And then we can set up our router OS as access point. And then the last scenario is cap, so meaning our access point, router OS access points, will be controlled by the controller. Okay, I will explain it later. So this is the first scenario of CPE. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, so maybe it's not clear, but after I upload it into the website, maybe you can see it clearly. So this is CPE. So MikroTik router is here, and then it's acting as wireless clients like your mobile phone. Okay, and then we already have an access point here. Maybe in this room, there is an access point so that my router OS can be acting as the wireless client. Okay, that's the CPE means. And then we have PTP bridge. So it means that we have two router OS here, two MikroTik devices, and then we are bridging one LAN here with this LAN. So we are making in the we are connecting these two LANs over the wireless link. Okay, clear? Yeah. So this is Office 1, this is Office 2. Okay, and then you want to combine the network. Yes, we can do it using MikroTik. And then here you can use scenario PTP bridge. Okay. Next scenario, which is very common in office or in your house, is home access point. So in this case, either one connect to internet, usually connect to the to a link that is provided by your provider, okay, through DHCP or PPPoE. You can see here, you can use GPON, you can use ADSL, you can use Ethernet, you can use many things. Okay, so this is your ISP. So Ether 1 connect to that ISP. Ether 2 to 5 connect to your LAN. Okay, and then wireless LAN here. We have a main SSID and then we have a guest SSID if you said it so. Right. So that was the home access point. Next is same access point, but with access point. WISP means wireless ISP. Okay, so previously it was home access point. Here is ISP access point. So meaning that this is your AP. Okay, you're setting your equipments to be an access point, and then others will connect to that wirelessly. And then so I take an example here using MikroTik device. MikroTik is one type of router board that is used for wireless connections. It's for outdoor, making outdoor wireless link. Next scenario is CAP. CAP means controlled access point. Okay, so it means that this is internet, and then you have an access point controller. Why do we need controller? Because we are deploying lots of access point here. For example, in this hotel, we have so many rooms, and inside the room, each room, we put an access point. If you don't use controller, you have to log in one by one, yes? And then configure the settings. So with controller, that makes your job easy. So MikroTik has its own controller software, and then it's free. Okay, so what you have to do is set up a box here. Can be a hardware or can be a CHR to be access point controller. Okay, so this controller and then will control the cap. So you will set the router board here to be access point that is controlled by the controller. Clear? Yeah. So that's the scenario. Okay. Next, the demo. Ready? Ready? Yes. Okay. So I would like to. So all of you, bring your phones here. Yes. Okay. You can use your phone for configuring the router OS. Okay. So here's the demo topology. Okay. So I have set up an SSID of QuickSet. So if you see, can you see any QuickSet SSID here? Please open your mobile phone here. Not the LTE, come on, no. Okay, so open your mobile phone and then connect to Wi-Fi. There is an SSID called quickset underscore 2 gigahertz. Can you see? Yes. So that is that device. Okay. So that one is quickset. And then this one, I connect the router OS from this access point using a cable. Okay. And then this router board is already configured with default configuration. Okay, so that's why when you connect to SSID quickset, you will get an IP address from this router. Correct? Yeah. So your IP address will be 192.168.88 something. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So what we are doing now is we are configuring this one using the quickset, and then you will experience how easy to configure the router OS using quickset. Okay, so first we try the first scenario, CP. Okay, so open your browser. Oops, sorry. Okay, let's open a browser. First, you need to connect to the SSID. So here, I'm connecting to my Wi-Fi here. Oh, I already connected to quickset. Okay, this is quickset SSID. So actually there are two quickset in 2 gigahertz and then 5 gigahertz. If you can connect to 5 gigahertz, that will be very, very good. Okay, and then open a web browser. I believe in your phone you have a browser, yes? And then open a web browser 192.168.88.1. Yes? Have you opened it? Okay. As a default, login is admin. Password is no password. No password means you don't type at all. Okay, do not type no password, no. Okay. So no password means blank. Okay, no need to put anything. Okay, after that login. See, you don't need to install anything, right? Yeah. Yeah, please do not play something nasty here. Okay, I know some of you already understand MikroTik. Please do not change the password. Okay. I know some of you guys are smiling. Yeah, I want to do something here. No, please don't. Okay. So there are many gentlemen here wants to open the webfig as well. So as you can see, it's loading. See, somebody already changed the password. So for those who changed the password, please make the password blank again. See. Okay, password is admin, and then should be no password. Oh, yeah, okay. Meaning I have to reset, yeah. Okay. Anyone has a pen? For those who already changed the password, please change it back. Okay. Yeah, it is very often, some people are playing something not good here. Admin, or you can change to admin. Still the same. Okay, it means that we have to reset the password. Can I have a pen? Okay. And then please, okay, do not change the password. Okay, please. Please, yeah, I beg you, please. Okay, I'm going to ping. I should be able to ping the IP address now. If that one is already finished, the reset. Okay, let's check. Check the wireless connection. Okay, so I already connected to QuickSet 2 gigahertz, but because I don't have any access to it. Okay, I'm still be able to access using layer 2, but because it's not yet started, so we just have to wait for the connection. Okay, so it seems that we have to wait here. So until the device is restarted. Is it already started? Okay, I'm opening a Winbox. This is how Winbox looks like. Okay, and then here I click neighbors, and then by clicking refresh here, it will use MNDP, MikroTik Network Discovery Protocol, to discover the other MikroTik devices in the network. Okay, I can see one here. Okay, still not coming. Well, it's a very good lesson for me. So next time I put a password. Yeah. And also very good lesson for everyone. Okay, so please do not leave your router with default configuration, because yes, you can see it's a live event, and then some people change the configurations, especially the password. Okay, it seems that I need to restart the router OS again. Or maybe here. Okay, IP neighbors. Okay, it's not coming. Oh, it's there. Okay, I need to restart. So this one is using PoE. PoE means power over data. Okay, we are waiting until the device is booting up, and then when it shows up, it will. You can see it here. So this menu, you can use IP neighbors. Okay, and then you will see any MikroTik devices that is directly connected to that device. Okay, hopefully this one is coming up. Oh, it's not good. Looks like it. Okay, it's coming up. Great, very good. Okay, I can log in as admin. Okay, so please, okay, oh, somebody changed the password again. Yeah, somebody already changed. The person is very fast. Okay, so seems that we cannot do it here. I will go to scenario here. So this scenario is you can pick CPE here, and then from the CPE you pick SSID that you want to connect. Okay, so I think this one is pretty straightforward, but the thing is we cannot apply it because somebody changed the configuration. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so just pick the SSID, click here, okay, and then click apply, and then this guy, okay, this route will become the CPE. Okay, as simple as that. Second scenario is home access point. Okay, so here we need to, there are several blocks that you need to define. Okay, so this one is wireless. Okay, network name is here, frequency, band, and so on and so forth. Okay, and then you can also set up a guest network. So usually in your house you have your own SSID, and then you have a guest, right? Guest SSID. So on the guest you can limit the download speed. Yeah. So you don't want your guest is eating up all the bandwidth. Okay. So here's the main SSID, step here. Here's the guest SSID. And then from the LAN side, from the wired connections, so because Ether 1 is set up to go to the internet, so we can set up here. Okay, so address that we can put on Ether 1 can be static. Okay, so statically set IP address or automatic. Automatic means DHCP. So if you use DHCP, you can just click this button. That's fine. And then if there is a DHCP response, and then you'll get the IP address. Very easy. Or you can use PPPoE. Okay, so this is very common, PPPoE. So if you have ADSL, if you have GPON, you have many layer 2 technologies there. Okay, and then you can use PPPoE, just put the username, password given by your provider, and then that's it. Okay, after that you configure the IP address on your LAN side. So here I'm setting up 192.168.55.1. So that's the IP address of the bonded interface here. So the router IP address from the LAN side is 55.1 based on this configuration. Okay, so I put a DHCP server there, and then here's the range of DHCP server range. Okay, so you define from this IP address to that IP address. Okay, and then don't forget to tick NAT here, because we have two types IP address, right? So on top here, usually you get the public IP address, but inside here, this was not. Yeah, so you have to do NAT. Okay, If both of the IP addresses are public IP address, you don't need NAT. Okay, so NAT is not mandatory. So it depends on the situation. So if all of your device is using a public IP address, no need to use NAT. I can see many problems in the network that was caused by NAT. Okay, so as simple as that. Yeah. Fortunately, we cannot apply here, okay, because somebody already changed the password. I'm really sorry for that. What's next? Oops. Okay, if you have any questions or related to MikroTik or QuickSet, you can ask them here. So basically, the material is finished. If you want to clarify what you if you want to clarify, oh yeah, okay. So I see one hands there. Yeah. Oh, Wi-Fi. Oh no. Yeah. So the thing is, access point controller. A very good questions. Yeah. So access point control usually is vendor specific. Yeah, it's vendor specific. Usually in 802.11 standards, there is no requirement for controller. Okay, so standard from IEEE, if you see the standard, if you read the standards, they just define how 802.11 works. Okay, about the beacon frame, about the how packet is sent, how long is the header, 802.11 headers, but they don't mention the controller. So that is the feature for the vendor. Okay, so many years ago, MikroTik was not created the controller. So I had a project where we have to install 200 access point at a time, 200, for a hotel, and then we have to log in one by one and then change the SSID. Yeah, it was painful. Now it is very easy because of the controller. And then about the control itself, there are two ways. If you compare to other vendors, so there is a possibility that the traffic can be run directly from the cap, or from the cap has to go to access point controller. Okay, so it's like we are setting up tunnel from AP to cap. Yeah, it is possible. So like other vendors. So other vendor is traffic from here has to go to controller. Okay, I said again, traffic from user has to go to controller. But MikroTik has two options. You can go through a controller or not. So traffic from here can go directly to anywhere. Depends on the destination IP address. Clear? Yeah, so I really encourage you to try that. Yeah. If you want to see, a menu is, the menu is here. Okay, Capsman. Okay, any other questions? Everything is clear? Very fast. Well, I would like to say thank you for listening for the presentations. Hope this presentation will give you an idea of how easy to configure MikroTik devices using QuickSet. So you can jumpstart your routers like what I'm doing here. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day.